Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today we're going to tie a gray bivisible. The hook that I have in the vise is a Maruto. It is a B31 SSC size 14. This is a dry fly turn down eye, fine wire, wide gap forged, and it is a barbless hook. And you can get this from frostyfly.com. They are very sharp hooks. Really nice. I'm going to use a gray thread, and this is just an 8/0 thread. I'm going to start by attaching the thread behind the eye and bring it back to the tail position. Hold your thread at a 45-degree angle, your tag end, and you can wrap rather quickly and still get those nice tight wraps that you're looking for. When we get back to the tail, we're going to break off that extra. Now to start with the tail, I'm using a Coq de Leon feather. It has nice, you can see the web on the bottom there is darker, and the nice long tips are nice stiff tips, and they're like a sandy dun. We're going to use that sandy dun color for the tail. And we want that tail to be about the length of the shank. I'm going to tie that in, and we're going to wrap that all the way up forward till we get to about 1 eye length from the eye of the hook. Try to keep that on top. Then I'm going to trim off the excess. And the reason I wrapped it all the way forward is we're going to keep a level body this way. Then we're going to take our thread back. Put a wrap under that tail there. Our first hackle we're going to put on, I have a sandy dun hackle, and this is about a size 16 hackle. I gave it a little crew cut there. You can see how it's trimmed, and giving it that crew cut helps to keep it from sliding. You can't pull the thread out. We're going to cover that over good. And bring that back. Now for our body, I'm going to use just a little bit of muskrat, or excuse me, a little bit of beaver. Beaver is very waterproof, and this will make sure that we don't absorb water. And this small amount is, you can see me putting on here. Really get that pretty thin. Want a nice skinny body on it. We're going to go ahead and wrap this. There's a guard hair. We'll take that out after we get that wrapped. Let me back that off there just a little bit and tighten that up just a little bit more. And you can stop it a couple eye lengths from the eye of the hook. Go ahead and get that guard hair out of there. Now I'm going to take my sandy dun hackle. We're going to wrap that. We give it one wrap at the back because we had a little bit of the crew cut showing still. But with a little bit of that crew cut showing, your first wrap isn't going to go towards the rear. We're going to palmer this forward. Once, twice, 3 wraps is probably going to, 3 to 3.5 wraps is going to get us right to the front. And we're going to go ahead and tie that down. Break off the excess. And go ahead and trim away that little bit there. Those hackles that went forward. Don't have to get them real close. They're going to get tied down. Now for that front hackle, I'm going to use a blue dun hackle. And this is a darker one. And again, I gave it that crew cut. You can see that crew cut on there. We're going to tie that in. And we want to get that, make sure you leave one or two of the crew cuts exposed on the back side. We're going to bring that tight against that body. And this is a 14 hackle, so you want the second one a little bit bigger. We're going to go ahead and wrap that, and we're going to wrap this tight. Five or six wraps there. And we're going to tie that down. Two or three wraps. I'm going to pull that towards the rear and put a few wraps right in front. And I'm going to wrap the head while I'm here. And pop that off. We got, that's a guard hair back there. There we go. And wrap that head in there. And then we could go ahead and give it a whip finish. Trim that off. This is a good fly, fly during a lot of different hatches. It's going to float well, and it works really nice. You could tie this down to size 18 if you'd like. I've used a similar fly. I've used a blue dun duster recently, and did pretty well on a hatch of little blue-winged olives. They were really dark olives, but that worked pretty good. Now I'm going to put a little bit of head cement on there. Clean your brush off pretty well. Just get a little bit on there. And one thing I've been doing a lot lately is making sure that there's no glue in the eye, because I'm getting a little older and the eyes are, it's a little bit harder to get my tippet through the eyes nowadays. But here we have a gray bivisible. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my video.